And we begin today with the flu. This season's outbreak has caused seemingly healthy people to die within hours of being diagnosed. Hospitals overflowing with patients now to the point where they have been setting up tents outside of some to deal with the numbers. One Texas school district had over 300 students and staff out sick this week to the point where they canceled school. Alabama's governor declaring a public health emergency. And in California, at least 42 people under the age of 65 have died from flu-related symptoms. Why? Why is it so bad this year? And will the flu shot actually protect us from what appears to be a potentially deadly strain? Answers in a moment, but first, a look at just how bad it's gotten.
She was full of life. She did yoga to Pilates to hiking. She had a spirit that wanted to lift everybody around her up.
Jim Collins says his girlfriend, 40-year-old Katie Oxley Thomas, began feeling sick around New Year's Day. The mother of three went to an urgent care facility in San Jose, California.
But they sent her home and said, "You have the flu."
By the next day, she went to the hospital and was put into intensive care. 15 hours later, she died. Doctors believe influenza led to a chest infection that led to sepsis and ultimately death.
From the time it took her to the hospital to the time she passed was about 18 hours. It's scary how fast it happens. And it doesn't matter how old you are.
The CDC says 49 states are reporting widespread flu activity except Hawaii. California has been hit especially hard by the flu. The state is one of 26 experiencing high levels of outbreaks. In fact, some hospitals have set up makeshift hospital wards because of overflow, and there have now been 20 flu-related pediatric deaths since flu season began just 3 months ago. Among the younger victims, 10-year-old Nico Malozzi of New Canaan, Connecticut. While on a trip with his hockey team, Nico became ill. Similar to Katie, his condition quickly deteriorated. His autopsy revealed he contracted the flu, then pneumonia, and sepsis. Nico's school is now being cleaned as a precaution, while the people in his hometown are left in shock.
It's devastating, and I can't believe that a flu would take a child's life.
Please welcome family medicine physician, Dr. Jennifer Caudle. Jennifer, great to see you. We've always known that flu can be deadly if it hits particularly the elderly or the very, very young.
Right.
But a 10-year-old boy, a 40-year-old healthy woman?
It's so scary. I mean, these stories are really scary, and we're hearing a number of them this season. And you're right. Every year we know that tens of thousands of deaths are caused by the flu and hundreds of thousands of hospitalizations. But you're right, particularly young ones and maybe healthy women we're kind of surprised by. But we know that this is a moderately severe flu season, and that's why we've really got to take precautions. That's what the name of the game is here.
All right, but is it that the flu is more widespread, or is it that this is a really bad strain of flu?
It's both. It's absolutely both. Because first of all, we saw the CDC map. Every state in the continental United States is affected by the flu, first of all. But also the predominant strain that we're seeing out in the community is the H3N2 strain. That strain we know is particularly more virulent than others, causes more severe illness, can cause deaths even, and longer illness as well. So I think it's the combination of both. And of course, the flu shot, we want people to get, but flu shots are not 100%.
But if you get the flu shot, you can still get the flu.
It is possible.
But will it diminish your flu symptoms?
Yes, which, I mean, you should be a doctor because I love the way that you said that. It's perfect because, remember, the flu shot protects us against the 3 or 4 strains or so that covers it. It's still possible to get the flu, either a different strain. And remember, it takes 2 weeks after getting the flu shot to be fully protected. But if you get the flu vaccine and you still get the flu, it's very likely going to be shorter in duration and with less severe symptoms. So it's very important.
What are you supposed to do? I mean, that woman went to the hospital and said,
Yes,
I don't
did the
feel
right
well.
thing.
And that little boy, I mean, it happens so quickly.
Yes, yes.
So how are they supposed to protect themselves?
What are we supposed to do?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I say the first thing is it's not too late to get a flu shot. And this is for everyone. Everyone over the age of 6 months, with very rare exception, should be getting a flu vaccine. It's not just to protect you. A lot of people say, well, I'm healthy. I never get sick. It's also to protect other people, and especially those at high risk, over 65, under 5, pregnant women, people with chronic medical conditions. This is very, very important.
Do you think there's anything they could have done? What could they have done? I mean, if you feel like you have the flu and you go to the hospital and they say, you got the flu, go home, get in bed. You don't think I could be dead in 16 hours?
No, you don't. And that's why it's really important to pay attention to your symptoms. And this is what I say with everything. As a family doctor, regardless of where you go, if you get a flu shot or not, or whatever the case is, if something doesn't seem right, if things are getting worse, no matter what someone has told you, you go back, you find someone else, you find another doctor, you be diligent.
The squeaky wheel.
Yes, be diligent about your health, because bad things can happen,
especially women. I'm telling you, I've seen this so many times. Women are trained to want to be liked, to want to get along, to not make waves. And so it affects them sometimes in these situations where they don't want to be a bother. They don't want to be a bother.
And also, to that point, women, we're often caretakers. Women often are the heads of the household in many cases. They have children, they're working jobs, etc. So often women are taking care of everyone else.
We'll take care of our kids in a way that we won't take care of ourselves.
Right.
But we have to take care of ourselves. Mom needs to be there to take care of the kids.
Really
All right, so let's go through the top things you should avoid touching if you don't want the flu.
If you can avoid touching.
Right. But you can't. Here's the, like, you should wear gloves everywhere is really the top line.
I mean, basically, I should have brought
airplane food trays and seat pockets in front of you.
Yes, remember, there's lots of people and stuff. And remember, germs are everywhere, and viruses can land and stay on a surface for like 2 hours or even longer. So yeah, those airplane trays and the seat pockets, you know how many people have been touching that?
I'm going to bang through them because they're on the list. Subway turnstiles and bus ticket machines. So just slide your card. Don't actually touch the subway receptacle.
Yes.
Office coffee stations and water coolers. Okay, that's good. We can do that. I mean, just get a little Keurig in
wash your
your
hands
office or someplace nearby, right? Liquid soap in washrooms. I want to talk about this. How many times have you been in the bathroom and you're like, I touched that little soap dispenser, it's going to do more damage than anything I've already done in here has done.
But the good thing is that you're going to wash your hands afterwards because you're touching the soap dispenser. You're going to get soap.
But even the faucets. I worry about the faucets.
Oh, get some tissue. Get some tissue. Like, get like a paper towel. That's what I do. I don't touch anything in bathrooms. Get nothing, okay? Get a paper towel. Turn that faucet on. I do that with doorknobs. I'll get a door with my elbow.
Me too. I'm like an acrobat getting in and out of the bathroom.
Right. I'm like this, you know.
All right, what else? We got salt and pepper shakers.
Yes, because everyone's touching them, obviously. And aisle seats, right? If you're sitting on an aisle at the theater, in the airplane, on a train or plane, you're going to bump into people and stuff like that. And also exercise equipment. I know we talked about that a little bit earlier in the morning. Exercise equipment, lots of germs. The biggest thing is, like,
stay in your home. Don't go outside.
Don't go
touch anything.
Anywhere ever. No, but the biggest thing is washing your hands.
Can I say, if you have the hand sanitizer, and you just travel around with that, can you touch all these things and then just?
This is what I'm going to say. I'm going to say you're probably better off, but I still like soap and water. And I carry hand sanitizer. I have one that's attached to my key ring. Oh, yes, I do.
You mean it.
Oh, I mean it so sincerely. So if you're touching things, I still want you to use soap and water when you can, and use that hand sanitizer for a backup. But it's going to help you a lot. And
don't touch your, like,
mucus
face.
membranes.
I didn't want to say mucus. Don't touch.
I'm a doctor. That's kind of what I do.
Don't touch that stuff. Don't pick food out of your teeth. Don't touch your eyes. Don't touch your nose. Just don't. All right.
Yes.
Thank you very much. It's scary, but it's important.
It is.
Dr. Caudle, great to see you.
Thank you.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.